Hello, Jessica with the Tillamook County Library Bookmobile here again to read you another story time. This time, our story time is going to take place in the ocean. This story is called Plankton is Pushy, and it's written by Jonathan Fenske. You ready? Plankton is Pushy. Why, hello, Mr. Mussel. I said, hello, Mr. Mussel. Well, that is just rude. Let me tell you how this works. When I say hello, you say hello, hello, or hi, or what's up, Plankton, or how's it going, etc., etc. So let's say we give this another twirl, okay? Why, hello, Mr. Mussel. Really? Nothing? Perhaps I should slow it down a wee bit. Hello there, Mr. Mussel. Tap, tap, tap. See, he's tapping his foot. Say something, anything, please. Wait, what's this? He's opening his mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, the mussel speaks. Excuse me? You'll have to speak up. I can't hear you. Snap. Uh-oh. Delicioso. I knew you could talk. Oh, silly Plankton. Isn't that a silly book? Our next story is called Not Quite Narwhal by Jessie Sima. You ready? Not Quite Narwhal. Kelp was born deep in the ocean. He knew early on that he was different from the other narwhals. His tusk wasn't as long as everybody else's. He had different tastes in food, and he wasn't a very good swimmer. But his friends didn't seem to mind, so Kelp decided he wouldn't either. That is, until he was swept away by a strong current. He thought, I wish I were a better swimmer. Kelp found himself at the surface, closer to land than he'd ever been before. High up on a cliff, he spotted a mysterious, sparkling creature. It looked so familiar. It looked like Kelp. You see it up there? Kelp swam towards land as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that he could catch up with the creature that looked just like him. When he finally reached the shore, Kelp felt a little bit anxious. He had never left the ocean. He was nervous about walking for the first time, but the land creatures made it look so easy. Oof. Whee, ow, but it wasn't. Eventually, he got the hang of it. Everything on land was strange and beautiful, but also kind of scary. Kelp began to think he might never find the creature that looked just like him. But as he stumbled out of the forest, land narwhals! Actually, we're unicorns, and by the look of it, so are you. Kelp had never heard of unicorns before. They taught him all kinds of new things he could do with its tusk. We call them horns. Wow! He could do rainbows. They introduced him to unicorn delicacies. And they showed him how to gallop. There was no doubt that Kelp was, in fact, a unicorn. He was having so much fun that he didn't want to leave. But then he remembered all of his friends under the sea. Kelp missed them terribly. So he said goodbye to the unicorns and returned to the ocean. Come back soon! Kelp swam towards home as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that the narwhals would still like him now that he was a unicorn. When he finally arrived, Kelp had butterflies in his stomach. Welcome home, Kelp! Do you think they mind? Kelp took a deep breath and told his friends the news. It turns out I'm not a narwhal. Of course you aren't. I'm a unicorn. Well, we all knew that, they said. They took it quite well. Kelp was happy to be home, but now that he'd experienced life on land with the unicorns, he couldn't seem to forget them. Did he want to be a land narwhal with the unicorns, or a sea unicorn with the narwhals? Kelp couldn't decide, but then he realized that maybe, just maybe, he didn't have to choose. Oh, look at that. They all came together. Now Kelp can be with all of his friends and family. And on the back page, look at this. I'm a unicorn. What is that? Is that a rhino? Is he a unicorn? He does have one horn. Maybe he is. And our last story for the day in our oceans is Over in the Ocean in a Coral Reef by Marianne Berkes, illustrated by Jeanette Canyon. Are you ready? Over in the Ocean in a Coral Reef. Over in the ocean far away from the sun lived a mother octopus and her little octopus one. Squirt, said the mother, hi, squirt, said the one. So they squirted in the reef far away from the sun. Over in the ocean where the sea grasses grew lived a mother parrotfish and her little parrotfish too. Grind, said the mother, we grind, said the two. So they ground on the coral where the sea grasses grew. Over in the ocean in the sea anemone lived an old mother clownfish and her little clownfish three. Dart, said the mother, we dart, said the three. So they darted all around in the sea anemone. Over in the ocean on the sandy sea floor lived an old mother stingray and her little stingrays four. Stir, said the mother, we stir, said the four. So they stirred with their fins on the sandy sea floor. Over in the ocean where the scuba divers dive lived an old mother puffer and her little puffers five. Puff, said the mother, we puff, said the five. So they puffed in and out where the scuba dives dive. Over in the ocean doing somersault tricks lived an old mother dolphin and her little dolphin six. Jump, said the mother, we jump, said the six. So they jumped and they played doing somersault tricks. Over in the ocean in their sea fan haven lived a mother angelfish and her little angels seven. Graze, said the mother, we graze, said the seven. So they lazed and they grazed in their sea fan haven. Over in the ocean, very streamlined and straight, lived a mother needlefish and her little needlefish eight. Skitter, said the mother, we skitter, said the eight. So they skittered through the water, very streamlined and straight. Over in the ocean, drifting in a yellow line, lived an old mother gruntfish and her little gruntfish nine. Grunt, said the mother, we grunt, said the nine. So they grunted and they kissed, drifting in the yellow line. Over in the ocean, in their turtle grass den, lived an old father seahorse and his little seahorses 10. Flutter, said the father, we flutter, said the 10. So they fluttered all around in their turtle grass den. Over in the ocean where the creatures play, while their parents all were nesting, they up and swam away. Find us, said the children, from 1 to 10, when you find all the creatures and this rhyme is done. Isn't this fun? If you check this book out from the library, you and your parents can take time finding all the different animals that are hidden on this one page. If you look, you can see a lot of them. The end. Thank you so much for visiting with me and doing story time. You have a lovely day.